this video, I'd like to showcase you how we can create custom coded agents using LangChain and deploy it within the UiPath Orchestrator. So in this example, we are going to take up a healthcare use case wherein I have medical reports from my test, and that is a 60 pages report. Now, what I want is to get the summary of the report, basically the insights of what is there in the report, rather than going through all 60 pages. All right, so before we start working on this project, we need to have a couple of prerequisites filled up. So you need to have Python 3.10 plus version installed on your system, and also you need to set up Open API key. So let me just show you. I have set it up for myself. So this is a text key. You can go to OpenAI platform and create one text key for yourself as well. Okay, so now going back to the Visual Studio. Okay, so you create this folder. I have created coded agent folder, and then I will set up the environment first. All right, so once you set up the environment, you need to install a couple of other libraries. So you have to install LangChain, Anthropic, UiPath LangChain. Okay, so we have the library set up. Now you're done setting up your library. Next thing you need to do is create your LangChain agent. And for that, you need to write this command UiPath new my agent, and then it will set up the project folder for you. So as you can see, it will create the main.py file wherein you can write in your code. You will also need to define your Anthropic API key or Open API key. Then it also created your langgraph.json file, which lists out all the dependencies. And then it has also created pyproject.tml file. Basically, you can name your agent, version, the description. So these details will go in the pyproject.tml file. So let me just go ahead and change the name of agent to my medical report agent and update the version to 1.0.1. All right. So the next thing that you need to do is you need to initialize your project with the UiPath init command, and it will create .environment file for you, which will basically contains the environment variables and secrets. It will create the UiPath.json file. Basically, it's an input output JSON schema and bindings, and then it will also create agent.mermaid file. All right. Uh, so here we have UiPath.json file, which basically contains the input output schema, and then you have .environment file wherein you can put in your API keys or any other environment variables. I'm going to store my API key over here. All right, so in interest of time, I went ahead and updated this main.py logic for our agent. So I'll just give you a quick walkthrough on what this file is doing. So first we have set up logging for clear debug. Then we have defined a state structure for LangGraph. Basically, it holds the medical report text and analysis result. And then we have provided an LLM. We have provided an OpenAI LLM. If you remember, we have set up the OpenAI API key. So it will pick that value from the environment variable, and then it will analyze the report. So basically, we have provided the prompt to extract diagnosis, anomalies, and recommendations. And then we are ensuring that output is in correct JSON format, and it should also be able to handle invalid JSONs and errors. And then we are building the LangGraph workflow over here. Basically, we are adding the nodes to the graph and then compiling it, and then we are running it as a script. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly initialize the uh, project one more time in order to check if there is any changes post the updated code. All right, we have the updated file. Now, as a next step, I'm going to authenticate it with the UiPath. So let me just write the command UiPath auth and then hit enter. So it goes to the UiPath URL. It will authenticate with your UiPath cloud server. So it completes the authentication, and Now it's connected to the UiPath environment. So it's asking me for the tenant, which tenant I want to publish this project in. So I'm going to select the default tenant. All right, so it says authentication successful. Now that we have completed the authentication, the next step is to deploy the agent to the UiPath cloud. So for that, you need to first package the project. So for that, you will use UiPath pack. All right. So basically, it contains the name of the agent, version, and the description. So which is what we defined in our pyproject.yml file. All right. Now that the project is packaged, next step is to deploy it to my workspace, and then for that, I'll use UiPath publish my workspace. So it's publishing the package, and then it is giving me this link to configure. Let me just quickly open it. All right. So that is where my package is published, and then I'll just simply go back and cancel this. And then if I check here, I have my medical report agent published to the orchestrator. So this is how you can go ahead and create your custom agents and publish it to the UiPath orchestrator. This can further be used within your UiPath Maestro tool based on your requirements.